Welcome back to our next video, imperfect competition. So imperfect competition means what it is, that it is divided into the two types. The first one is monopoly and the second one is the oligopoly. So there are, we can say, huge differences there between both these points. First one, that is monopoly. Monopoly means only the single seller is there and there are large number of buyers. And in the case of the oligopoly, there are few sellers and there are large number of buyers. So this is the difference between both the types. But today in this video we are going to see the meaning of the monopoly. So monopoly, this is the word which is derived from the Greek word, which means mono, which means the single, and the poly, which means the seller. So the word monopoly means single seller. As I told you earlier, that monopoly means the single seller and there are large number of buyers in this market. And monopoly is a market in which there is only one seller who controls the entire market supply for the product, which has no close substitutes. So if you see in this type of market, there are no close substitutes to each other, they are only the single sellers. So examples I will give you few so that you will understand it better. For example, now doctors are there, other professionals are there, for example lawyers are there. So all these people can be under the monopoly because they don't have the close substitutes. We will not get the other people, those who will give us the same quality of services. Even there are different types of monopolies, like natural monopolies there, which depends upon the climatic conditions. Some goods are there which are cultivated in a particular area and which cannot be cultivated in the other areas due to the natural conditions. So this type of monopoly will be due to the natural conditions. So further we are going to study the types, but now let us see about what is the definition. And I told you that definition should be written as it is, so we will read the definition here. So according to the E.H. Chamberlain, monopoly refers to a single firm which has control over the supply of a product which has no close substitutes. So monopoly means what it is, that there is a single firm, or we can say the single seller, who has complete control over the market supply. Because he is only, why he has complete control? Because he is only the single seller there. So that's why he has the complete control over the market supply. And those products does not have the substitute only. So today we are going to study about the features of the monopoly market. First point is single seller. So single seller means what it is, that in the monopoly market there is only a single seller, because the word itself says monopoly means the single seller. So first point is done here only from the explanation given here. So single seller means there is only a single seller who sells the products in the market, and that single seller has the complete control over the market supply, and the buyers, they have to purchase those things from that seller itself. Second is no close substitute. So no close substitute means the goods which are produced by this seller, those goods will not be available with the other sellers for the buyers. So that's why it is said that there is no close substitutes. Because if you think about the companies like Coke is there and Pepsi is there, so these both are the close substitutes to each other. Means it is available, so that will not come under the monopoly. Monopoly means what it is, that only single sellers are there and those people only will sell those types of goods. As I told you, that natural conditions are there. In certain areas particular crops are cultivated, so that will be known as a single seller, because no other areas can supply the crops due to the lack of the natural conditions. Third one is barriers to entry. So barriers to entry means what it is, that anyone cannot enter the monopoly market, because as I told you, doctors are there or lawyers are there, this also will come under the monopoly. So if anyone does not have the certificate of a doctor, then that person cannot open the hospitals. Even in the case of the lawyer, that certificate is necessary, so that is a kind of barrier to them, that those things are, documentation is necessary, that is a barrier. Even you can say barriers are just like the natural conditions. If climatic conditions are not favorable, at that time it can also be called as the barrier. Even technology is there. If there is no proper technology and if the seller cannot sell the goods as per his convenience, then that technology can also act as a barrier. So there are a number of barriers in the monopoly market. I told you documentation can also be the barrier. Even government interference is there, that is also a barrier. Technology, natural conditions, all these things can be called as the barriers to entry the market. Next one is complete control over the market supply. So monopoly, this person, this seller has the complete control over the market, because the other sellers cannot sell the same types of goods like this seller. So there is lot of variation, there are lot of variations in the products. So because of that, he has the complete control over the market. Fifth one is a price maker. So price maker means the person is totally free to decide his own prices. He can put the price as per his knowledge. He will not take the prices from the buyers. If the buyers will bargain that this price you should take, or bargaining will be there, so he will not listen to them, because he is only the single seller. He has complete control over the market, and there are no close substitutes also to his product. So that's why he has the full control over the price. He can decide the price as per his knowledge. Because example you can take there, that as we go to the doctors. So if you tell that doctor, if that doctor tells you 200 is the fees, then you cannot bargain with that doctor that take 100 rupees only, because at that time the doctors are the monopolier and they can charge the prices as per their knowledge. That's why they are the price makers. Next one is price discrimination. Price discrimination, that means the monopoly, they charge different prices to the different customers for the same product. As one example you can take regarding the buses also, that for the school going children or college going students are there, even old people are there, for them the bus charges are different, and for the normal people the bus charges are different. So this is the best example we can say of the price discrimination. The next one is no distinction between the firm and the industry. No distinction between firm and industry, that means there is the firm and the industry, it is one and the same. As we have seen that production is done somewhere else and selling is done by somewhere else. So that's why there is difference between firm and the industry. But in the monopoly, if we consider about the doctor, he himself is the person who treats the patient. So he himself means there is no distinction only. It is not like that production is done somewhere else and selling is done somewhere else. So that's why it is given that there is no distinction between the firm and the industry. Thank you.